In this video, we're going to review how to make a spreadsheet and how to calculate average percent error and percent RSD using Google Sheets. You're going to use your how-to guides. These can be found on Canvas. The first one we're going to be using is the guide labeled how to make a spreadsheet. So step number 1 on this guide says to open the Google Sheets app, tap on the plus icon in the lower right-hand corner and choose new spreadsheet. So here's the lower right-hand corner. I'm going to open up a new spreadsheet, and we're going to title this Apple Lab. So step number 2, title the spreadsheet using either the name of the lab or the name of the competency. Then tap Create. An example is shown below. So we're going to label this Apple Lab and hit Create. Step number 3, in column A, write title number as the title. Type the numbers 1 and 2 below the title. So we're going to go to column A, which is right here. You double tap, that allows you to type, and I'm going to type trial and then number. And then I'm going to start by typing number 1 and number 2. Okay, now I'm moving on to step number 4. This is where we're going to learn how to autofill. So to autofill the remainder of the trials, tap and select the first few numbers and the rows underneath until you reach the desired number of trials. Then tap somewhere when the blue box, where that blue box is, and select autofill. So I'm going to tap on the first one. You see how that blue box is highlighted? Now I'm going to drag on the blue corner up until number 10. And then I'm going to do autofill, and that automatically autofills them. So for us, if you have 9 sets of data, you can go to 9, or if you have 8, you can go to 8. It just depends on how many sets of data you have. But that's how you autofill. The next step, in column B, so column B, write the measurement and include units. An example is shown below. Add additional column titles with units if additional measurements will be taken in the lab. So for this, we're just practicing learning how to use a spreadsheet and practicing doing calculations. So we only need to add apple mass, and we're going to put our units in grams. And then we're going to add another title, just like in the how to create a spreadsheet guide, which is going to be titled Theoretical Apple Mass grams. And then what you're going to notice is this is kind of getting cut off. If you want this all to fit in the same cell, what you can do is tap on this icon here that looks kind of like 3 lines and an arrow pointing to the left, and that'll make it so everything fits inside that cell. All right, now that we got our titles, we're going to move on to the next one, which is step 6. In column C, oh, we already did that. Write the theoretical with the proper measurements and units, an example shown below. So we just did that. We added that title. We're going to move on to the next one. So in column D, write the average with the proper units. And in column E, we're going to write percent error. And in column F, we're going to write percent RSD. So if you follow this guide like word for word, step by step, you're going to learn how to set up your Google Sheet. And this is pretty much how you're going to set up your Google Sheet every single time. The only difference will be like what it is you're measuring. Sometimes you need more titles, depending on the data that you're collecting. So here we go. We have our titles. We have our trials 1 through 9, apple mass in grams, theoretical apple mass in grams, average in grams, and we have our percent error and percent RSD. All right, so next, step 8, refer to the how to calculate average percent error and percent RSD in Google Sheets guide for writing equations to calculate the average percent error and percent RSD. All right, so our setting up the spreadsheet, that's it. That's all we're doing for that. Now what we're going to do is add in some data so we can practice doing some of those calculations that you are later going to have to do for your performance task. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take some data that I collected from some apples, and I'm going to start typing it in here. And you will be doing the same with your data, or whatever data you're practicing with. So all you have to do is type in each data point And then I'm going to also type in the theoretical apple mass. Usually this value is provided to you from a textbook or an online resource, and this is what the theoretical apple mass should be. Okay, next we're going to do some calculations. So this is where we would use our next guide, which should be linked on Canvas, which is this: how to calculate average percent error and percent RSD. So we're going to go over how to do these calculations, starting off with the average. So the average, that's the mean of your data, and the average is of our trials. So all the trials that we have, so we have 9, we're going to take the average of those. More trials gives us more accurate data. The mean is calculated by adding all the data for a particular level and dividing by the number of trials. So that's what we're going to be doing, but instead of us manually doing this, we're going to get Google Sheets to do this for us by typing in an equation. So you're going to type in here an equal sign. So you can either use the keyboard on your iPad, or you can just tap on the keyboard on your screen, and we're going to start typing in average. And what you'll notice is as we're typing in average, on the bottom left-hand corner, it appears. So we're going to tap on that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to select all of our trials. So for this set of data, we have 9 apple mass trials. So I'm going to start by selecting the first one. And notice it's highlighted green. From here, I can actually bring that right-hand corner down, and it'll automatically select all of the trials that I need instead of me having to manually type this out. And that is going to be a lot easier to do. So you just drag the corner down to include all of those trials for the apple mass. And then once we have our equation in, it looks like this. We're going to hit return or enter, and then we get our average. Next thing we're going to do now is do our percent error calculation. So our percent error is used to measure accuracy. It's going to tell us the percentage our data is off from the correct or real answer. So this is going to tell us how far our theoretical and our average are from each other. Under 5% is considered a good result, and you can use this data to discuss the validity of your data. This can only be done if there is a scientifically measured theoretical value for the data. So you won't always have a percent error. Again, it just depends on the lab. So now what we're going to do is we're going to type in this equation. So we're going to start by tapping here where it says enter text or formula. We're going to put an equal sign. I'm going to start typing out ABS, and notice that we do that and it pops up in the lower left-hand corner. So I'm going to tap on that. And then according to this equation, we're going to do our theoretical minus our average. So what that means is I'm going to tap on my theoretical value and I'm going to subtract that from my average value. So I'm going to tap on my theoretical, then I'm going to subtract from my average value, and that's what goes inside the parentheses. Now we're going to move our cursor outside the parentheses because we need to include a slash, and that slash is the division symbol. And then again, we're going to need to use our theoretical value, so I'm going to tap on that cell. So that's our theoretical. And then the star is multiplication. So I'm going to tap on the star. And we're multiplying by 100. So I'm going to type that out. Our equation looks like this. I'm going to hit enter. And then that's our percent error. And then the last equation that you'll have to know how to do is your percent RSD. So the percent RSD, that measures the precision of our data, and it's telling us how tightly that data is clustered around the average, so how close those data points are together. Under 2% is considered a good result, and you can use this to discuss the reliability of your data, and this is the equation that we're going to be typing in. So again, I'm going to go to that cell. I'm going to start by typing in here, or tapping there, and then I'm going to put the equal sign. I'm going to start typing out ST, and then notice on the lower left-hand corner, it automatically pops up, so I'm going to tap on that. And then it looks like we're using our trials again. So anytime you see the word trials, it's the same trials that we used in our average. So what that means is I'm going to tap on our first apple mass. I'm going to bring this corner down to include all 9 of them. And then I'm going to move my cursor outside the parentheses to include a slash. So that's division. And we're going to divide by our average. So I'm going to tap on our average value. And we're going to multiply by 100. So that's going to be star and then 100. And then I'm going to press enter. And so if you're doing this correctly, it should be in that space. and hit enter. Let me move this out of the way. And then that's our percent RSD. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to show you a couple things. So a couple things that will be useful to you to know, like if you want to make these titles different from your values, what you can do is you make them bold, you can italicize them, you can also change like the text color by going here and tapping on any of these. The other thing is you can center these or just keep them to the left side. Again, we already talked about this, but if you want to make sure that all of your text fits in the box, you would tap on this, and then that is the original format. But if you tap on this, everything automatically is fitting in the box. If you want to make these cells a different color, you click on the paint box and you can change the color of them. The next thing I'm going to show you is how to make these values more rounded. So what you can do is you can tap on the cell that you want to round. You want to be careful not to double tap, because if you double tap, it's going to start editing that equation, which is not what you want to do. So just tap once, and if you want to change multiple things at once, you just have to drag that corner and highlight multiple cells. So I'm going to show you how to round these. We're going to tap on the A in the upper right hand corner, and then we're going to go to where it says cell, scroll to the bottom, and then this allows us to change the number of decimal places. So we're going to change this to have at least 2 decimal places, and then that's it. That's how to create a spreadsheet using that guide, and how to calculate average, percent error, and percent RSD using that guide.